Hey everybody, apologies for the echo if there is one in here. I'm standing in my shower and I'm going to apply a very thin bead of this silicone caulk along the recess area here, and we're going to protect this and make sure that this is in good shape for years to come. So one of the first things that you want to do before you do any caulking is you want to make sure that everything is clean, and that if you have anything that needs to be scraped out or wiped off, you do that before you start caulking, and that everything is all done before you're ready to go. In cooking, they call it mise en place, everything in its place. In construction, I call it get ready. So I've pretty much done everything I need to do, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to cut a very small hole in the top of it here. Now, I don't know if you can see this or not, but on the nozzle here, there are some angled stripes that show you different areas that you can cut this at. It looks like there's maybe just one on this particular one, but I've seen them with two on there before. And this probably isn't the best tool to be cutting this with. You should probably be using a very sharp utility knife. You want to make sure that whatever you cut it with is not going to leave a drag or scrape the caulk as you work it. This is actually a little bit bigger of a hole than what I was hoping for, but that's okay. I'm going to run with this, and when you put your caulk down, when you put your caulk down, you can clean it up with your finger. Just run your finger across it. I kind of cleaned this up a little bit here with my knife, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze a small bead onto here, and if you get too much on, that's okay. You can wipe it off, or you can come back after it's had a chance to cure and kind of scrape some off, so that you're just getting it to the point that it's getting the coverage that you're looking for. So let's put a small bead on here. Come on. It's coming. And you want to go just fast enough so that the caulk can keep up with you. If you go too fast, then you're going to create gaps. If you go too slow, then you're going to have smudges. Now this hole here is pretty small, but it's giving me the bead that I want. I don't want a big bead. I want a tiny little bead that's just going to fill up the small crack or gap between the wall of the small discs and the plate here itself. These flat discs here. So I'm going to take a step back here and kind of squeeze some more of this up front. So move that over there. And don't be afraid to switch sides if you need to. You can always start from the other side and start working back towards the way from which you came originally. You just want to make sure that you take your time. Especially when you're putting a bead on something like this, you want to make sure that you're covering everything, and make sure that you're not getting any gaps, but you don't want so much on there so that when you run your finger across it to make sure that you're filling everything and smoothing it out, that it goes all over the place. I've done both. So as you can see, I'm taking my time here, going back and forth and refilling a gap as I need to. And now I'm going to start from the other side and start working the other way. Again, this hole that I have in this tube here is smaller than it really probably should be, but I'm looking for just a very, very small bead of caulk to be put down on here. So that's causing me to go considerably slower than maybe I would normally, but that's all right. I'd rather do it right the first time. So, all right. So now you can see that I have a caulk down here, or a bead of caulk. I'm just going to take my finger, and I'm just going to smooth it out. And you want to go in one fell swoop if you can. If you stop and start, you're going to get spots where you can see where you started and stopped. You want to make sure that All your gaps are filled. There we go. And you can see how I went up on the edge there, so that's where just taking some toilet paper and cleaning that off. I'm going to put a bead of caulk along there and on the other side over here as well too. So you always want to have extra paper on hand. This is not a clean process. You want to make sure that you take your time, because having to remove the caulk after it cures to put new caulk down is neither fun nor easy. So take your time. There's a saying in construction, measure twice, cut once. Well, caulk slow, caulk once. It's a new one I just coined. Do you like that? There we go. So I'm kind of massaging this caulk into the crack there. This side over here I think is going to go a little bit better. Yep. So, all right. I'll wipe these off. And this should have time to cure overnight so that tomorrow showers can be taken. I'm going to hit a little extra bead in here just so that I can make sure that everything is covered. There we go. Voila. Hope you got something out of this video, everybody. Have yourselves a fantastic day. We'll catch you on the next video. Until then, everybody, have a fantastic day. Cheers, y'all. Hey, I just wanted to say a quick thank you for taking the time to watch my video. If you'd like to see more videos, the link to my Amazon storefront is down in the descriptions, and I'd love it if you'd take a little walk over there, check it out. Have yourselves a fantastic day. We'll catch you later. Cheers, y'all.